lot of people sometimes come to my channel or anybody else channel out there looking for, advice and stuff like that. But I'm gonna tell you right now, we ain't got the answers, Sway. We ain't got the answers. No one should be calling themselves a guru when it comes to relationships. You know why? It's no way that we can tell a relationship is successful until people die. That's it. When they dead, that's when we know the relationship was successful. When people are dead and gone, because finally, death has did them apart. All we can offer is advice based on experience or based on analytics. Some people are much more wiser than others, but at the end of the day, it's no way that we can call it. There's so many different experiences in this life that we lead. There's so many different factors that you never can tell how someone will react to whatever's going on in life. In this situation, I had this video that we're about to react to with this young man right here discussing a very serious situation that happened to him. He explained how he reacted to that situation and also his wife reacted to that situation. But in the meantime, make sure you like the video, subscribe if you're new, all that good stuff. Turn the noti bells on. Let's get to it.
My last life update with you guys was in January, and I discussed with you about issues that I was having and how there was some fear around issues with my prostate, and thankfully that worked out well. I'm still undergoing some physical therapy. They were able to do a treatment where they basically attach an electrode to my foot and they put like an acupuncture needle in my leg and shoot an electric current up my leg, which actually helps to loosen the bladder, so I'm not having to use restroom as frequently. My bladder is more relaxed, so that's nice. I'm still having to do regular exercise and all of that for that. That was in January and it's still ongoing, but we're working through it, so I'm thankful for that. In February, I had a video go viral and that earned a large amount of money, and so thankfully we were able to get about $20,000 worth of credit card debt for Allison paid off, so that was fantastic. I'm trying to give you guys some positives along with the negatives, so this is not to boast or brag. This is just me talking about the good things that have happened. In March, I found a lump in my testicle, a large lump, and it was scary. It was really scary. It brought me to a point of wondering if I was going to be here to watch my kids grow up and how my family was going to be taken care of, and trying to figure out if I needed to be trying to plan if I needed to try to prepay and plan for a funeral, and what needed to be done, if I needed to film an abundance of videos to ensure that there's still some income coming in, because I didn't know if I was going to be able to teach or what would be going on. And that doctor's appointment was taking so long. And I kept trying to rationalize my fear. I was Google searching and telling myself that, just expect the best, prepare for the worst. And so I was looking at all the things that it could be and waiting for them to run tests and blood work and scans and ultrasounds and physical examinations, and it just took so long. And at the same time, I was trying to look and see, like, okay, what are the other things that could potentially be? And it was just scary, and I was in a good degree of physical pain. It was a lot. I was entirely stressed out.
I bet, man.
But God brought me through it, and it turns out it was just an epididymal cyst. Now, for those who don't know, because most people don't, the epididymis is a portion on the bottom of the testicle that carries like sperm cells, things like that, up through the vas deferens and the spermatic cord, in order to be mixed with seminal fluid. In my instance, I have a vasectomy, so that wasn't really a concern or an issue, but yeah, I ended up having a rather large lump there. We also found out that I have a condition called varicocele, which is a cause of a lot of testicular pain, and that is something that I will have to live with for the rest of my life. It's not even really curable. the treatment for that is to try to keep them cool and to wear supportive underwear. And that's about it. I'm not really connected to the paternal side of my family like that, so I had no idea what to expect, anything like that. And I recently found out that my grandfather had issues with lumps in his testicles and things like that. And
Damn.
that would have been really nice to know. It would have given me some modicum of peace through that experience. But I made it through that, and I'm thankful. And this year, financially, honestly, has been amazing due to that video going viral and me doing the mannequins. I mean, Allison was so supportive through the mannequin situation. She was cheering me on and telling me like, hey, you can do this. You can like make your videos and post them and get these sold. Like, no one makes mannequins like this. It's great. And so I was just pushing and trying to make sure whatever I did, things were taken care of. But at the same time, I still didn't know any results. So I'm over here giving Allison all the passwords of how I pay the mortgage and making sure she's the beneficiary on literally every account possible and making sure things are taken care of in that regard. I started making sure I was paying as much possible on the mortgage. And by the grace of God, I've been able to pay $40,000 down on the house. Just this year. Still employed. My health is fair. I've been incredibly stressed out, so working out like crazy. So I guess I could say I'm in the best shape of my life. And then a bombshell hit me. A week before Thanksgiving, Allison told me she wanted a divorce. And if you're anything like friends and family and all of that, your first response is probably, I thought that you were happy. So did I. She said that she felt as though I was addicted to social media. And I understand where she's coming from with that, because doing this is a full-time job. I am filming, I'm editing, I understand the lighting, I do the SEO, I do the keyword rankings, I do everything. I do all of the brand deals, I do all of the connections, I do everything. I communicate with companies, I respond to comments, I do everything.
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
And then on top of that, I work a full-time job. And my goal behind that was to try to get that paid off and make sure things are taken care of so I could create stability for my family, stability for my girls and for Allison in ways that Allison didn't have growing up, in ways that I didn't have growing up. But it made her feel completely ignored and rejected. And to make matters worse, and this is something Allison has known about me for years, and honestly, if you're a longtime follower of mine, you probably know this as well, especially if you're familiar with my other channel. But I have issues with touch. I don't really care to be touched a ton, and I'm not a super touchy-feely person. And honestly, that stems back to sexual abuse and sexual assault on me from an age before I can remember, up until I was about 6, by my uncle. And any type of touch that tickles makes me incredibly uncomfortable, and it triggers me, because a lot of time when you're being groomed, it starts as something that's seemingly innocent, like tickling. And so there have definitely been times where she has touched me and has unintentionally tickled me, and I have been triggered and snatched back, or she's walked up behind me and touched me and I didn't see it coming, and I would flinch. And while I wasn't trying to reject her, it didn't take away those feelings of rejection. And that mixed with feeling like she was being ignored because I was so wrapped up in analytics and trying to make sure that this was successful. She began to believe I didn't love her. She's the only woman I could ever see me with. She's the only person I've ever loved like this. We've been married for 14 years, January 12th.
Damn.
Before that, I waited for 8 years. The last almost 22 years of my life have been dedicated to her.
Shit.
And I feel like my every decision, she was at the center of. And it's hard because I feel like everyone can see that I love her, but she can't see that. And
Damn.
so I'm in a space now of going through therapy and counseling because Allison does not want to go through any type of counseling.
Damn.
And she does not want to try to work this out. She does not want to be persuaded to stay with me. She says she still loves me. She says she's still in love with me, but I don't know.
Damn, bro.
And honestly, it's really hard. No one knows me like her. No one gives me the sense of peace that she gives. No one. And the difficult thing is, I'm a talker. I share how I feel emotionally all the time with everyone, but especially so with her. Allison really isn't like that. And I made the mistake of thinking that because I was creating the space for her to tell me how she felt, however ugly it may have been, that there was safety enough there for her to tell me. And so I didn't catch the breadcrumbs. And you know what they say about hindsight.
2020.
It's 2020. And I can see the subtle questions she would ask. Sweetheart, what are you doing on your phone? And I would tell her, I'm answering back comments. And she would say, oh, okay. When really what that meant was, Lynn, I feel ignored. I feel like you don't see me. You're wrapped up in answering comments. You're wrapped up in creating content. You're wrapped up in analytics. And I'm drowning. And I hate it because I've never been one to curse at her or raise my voice. I've never put hands on her. There's been no infidelity in our marriage to my knowledge. So to be in this place right now where I feel like she's no longer in love with me, even though she says that she is.
Man, bro.
I don't know how to take that. So currently, I don't know how often I'll be filming or posting, and to be quite honest with you, I don't want to do it at all.
I know the feeling, bro.
But now I'm kind of in a space where I have to.
You have to.
Because the current agreement is for me to stay in this house, even after she divorces me, for about a year, and get the house paid off. So she and the girls have a place to stay, and they have some stability, and that they're taken care of. And initially she was like, well, we can sell the house and we can split it. We can pay off our debts. I don't have any personal debts. I hate debt. And honestly, it would kill me for her and the girls to have to move, because I feel like for me to have lost everything that mattered to me, to then have to see them lose the stability that I worked for, I can't take that. So right now I am working to pay off this house. And then from there, I'll figure out where I'm gonna go and what I'm gonna do.
Wow.
And if I'm being honest, I'm shattered. I'm living from moment to moment, some days from breath to breath. I can't make it from day to day yet.
Shit.
I don't know how I'm gonna handle not being able to see my girls every day. I don't know how I'm gonna handle potentially someday seeing some other man in Allison's life and seeing him embrace her in ways that she wanted me to, but I couldn't.
Damn. All right, we're gonna stop the video right there. We're gonna stop that right there. But man, once again, we don't have all the answers, dog. You never know, man. It's so many things to unpack from that right there. But a lot of things I can relate to with that homie went through, doing this grind, working a full-time job, and then, having a lady sitting there like, okay, when is, I'm gonna get the attention, you feel me? So I understand what he going through. This thing, man, this situation is so damn unique because he works so damn hard to provide for his family, thinking that being a provider was enough, but just forgot all about the, the relationship, watering that relationship grass as far as making sure she's on point, she's happy. I made that mistake myself. If you go into be a relationship to maintain it, you got to pull back a little bit from the grind. You got to pull back a little bit. But in this situation right here, it's just so fucked up that this man thought he had a cancer scare, a death scare. After that, that's when the lady decided to leave him. After he worked so hard to take care of her credit card debt, he's gonna end up taking care of the whole crib, then leave the crib to his ex-wife and the babies. The whole time that he's ignoring her, he's working for her. Life can be so confusing. So confusing. I could tell you guys to focus on balance and things, but shit, nigga, what's the right weight? What's the right balance? How do you know if you're too far over here, too far over there? You never damn know. You never fucking know, man. It's tough to balance, bro. But this situation is crazy, man. I feel sorry for this dude right here. So damn sorry. But listen, bro. Conditional lovers. Women, they been conditional lovers. They been conditional lovers, dog. Been conditional lovers. Dudes, we got to get on the same page. Conditional love. Reciprocity. That's what we need to be building these relationships off of. And I can't guarantee you that it will work, but I think it will increase the chances. But I'm going to sign out of this video. Make sure y'all check out Stace.shop to go and get y'all some conditional love merch. This collection right here. Enjoy the collection we just dropped. A lot of people are putting their orders in so far. I can't wait till you guys get the orders and you guys can go ahead and show off your stuff right there. Appreciate you guys for the love you guys been showing, man. But I'm going to go ahead and sign out this video. It's your boy Stacy, your favorite conditional lover, because I fuck with you, and the reason why, because you fucks with me. Hey, shout out to this man, bro. Hope everything goes well for you, bro. I'm out.